Good Saturday afternoon, YouTube modeling community. Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Hope everybody's getting them some bench time. I definitely am. I just got set down here. Thought I'd pull out the old 70.5 Camaro Pro Street build I've been building. Just got back a little while ago from a local hobby shop up around kind of north of where I live at. I went there back during the spring, right after we started all the coronavirus started going around. But I remember they had a lot of great deals up there. It's kind of a mom and pop shop, so I'd really like to support hobby shops like that. There's not too many of them around, and these folks are really wonderful. They also, while I was up there talking to him, asked him how his business had been doing, during the summer with COVID and everything. And he said it's been doing great. He said he has really done a lot, and he does a lot of mail order stuff as far as online sales. So, but if y'all want to, you can look him up on Facebook. It's called His and Hers Hobby Shop. They've got he and his wife she's got little, home little whatnots and things like that. And he's got just tons of kits. And I went up there, like I say, earlier in the spring, purchased a couple of kits from him. Went up there today, and he was just loaded down with stuff. Actually, he's got some new stuff. He buys out. Looks like he buys some of the a lot of stashes out that people getting out of the hobby, and he's got some used kits up there, but he's got a lot of new stuff up there also. And I walked out of there with 3 new kits. So I guess I'm trying to keep up with old Ferret Boy, trying to buy out kits and stuff over the years. So I'm actually what is this? We ain't even out of January, and I think I've bought 4 or 5 kits already. So, but fun to get out and be able to get out and get around and get, but if you can support your local hobby shops, just try to, give them as much business as you can. I know it's tough out there on a lot of these smaller shops, but look them up on Facebook. It's His and Hers. Tell them Pappy sent you, and we'll move on from there. Going to give everybody a little update on the 70.5 Pro Street Camaro that I'm working on. Haven't got a whole lot done this week. Been busy working, been busy also just kind of, finished up the 2-part silicone, or two-part mold, where we finished up the 2-part tires. And matter of fact, that's a set of them sitting right there that I finished up. But got back on the bench today and started doing some work on the chassis as far as what I've got done right here. This is about as far as I've got. But I've had a question. One of my viewers asked me, he said, Pappy, how do you get your builds so low as far as in the front end and as well as in the back end? It takes just a little bit of time, time and patience. I'm going to try to show y'all a little bit of what I do right here as far as on this old Camaro, how I'm going to do this. Of course, I'm going to do a tutorial about the back halving, how I back half all these builds. And I've got like a little miter box jig made just for these applications. And I'll show y'all how I fabricated that in another video. But as far as what I do to try to get a little bit lower, you just got to look at where your contact points are at on the suspension. And moving, let's see, Scully, give me a hand. You up there ain't doing crap. It's Saturday. This little contact point right here on this particular back half is normally about flush actually with the frame rails, so it makes it stick up a little higher. And all you're trying to do is you're just trying to get that sunk down in there and actually get your center line of your axle down further, or closer to the top of the wheel well. That's one way that I do mine. And then you've got a couple of other. Scully, give me a hand. Come on, buddy, get up. You got 2 contact points. You got these right here where the axle sets, and then you got these 2 right here where the trailing, as far as the wheelie bars and the ladder bars set. So you want to be able to set that down in there as well and lower that. So that way it gives you a little bit lower stance in the rear end. You can either level it out, raise it up, or what have you. So, with that being said, another thing that I do as far as with the to get the front end low, and let's move up to the front end. I've got the subframe just kind of. I've got it actually mocked up right now with the with some Tamiya tape. And what I do as far as in this and this as far as the cross member on the A arms right here, it glues directly onto the subframe. Okay, well, that's a stationary piece right there. You really can't get it to raise, go up. So what I do is normally, if I can cut these A arms, which these A arms come separate. These are not. These actually are on, just two separate pieces. But there is usually a glue point right along in here. And a lot of times, what I'll try to do is I will raise the as far as the A arms, I'll make them come up this way, and that allows me to actually kind of figure out where, how far up I want to tuck those tires up into the fender well. And usually all you got to do is you just take an old razor saw, cut that pad off, and get it pretty smoothed up. Take your buffing, or I say a buffing, or take you a sanding stick, pretty aggressive one, and just go across there, smooth that up, get as smooth as possible. And then if you've never, I say if you've never, but if you're new to you're new to building, Hobby Lobby, a lot of your hobby shops sells strip styrene by Evergreen Scale Models. Get you some of this stuff. It's very cheap. You can get probably, I think there's 7 strips in here of this different plastics. That little silhouette right there is what it looks like. As far as the strip right there, you can tell I've used a pretty good bit of this. But you can get this stuff. I get it at my local hobby shop at Hobbytown USA for about $4 for this, so that's not bad. Now, one of the things that, after you cut you a piece, to get that A arm to set up higher right there. Let me pass this over, and what I got right here is just an assortment of rod and tubes. And a lot of times it's just, different size round stock that you can use. That's one reason why I buy that. And here is what I like to, and this is what I'll do, is I will build me basically just a pitman arm, steering axle, and just a, spacer. And usually it's pretty, it's pretty easy to fabricate these. And then all I'm doing is I'm just raising that center line of the, let me get this into play right here. All I'm doing right here is just, I'm actually changing where that axle's normally right about in here, and I'm just raising it up higher like that. Sometimes, they may be low like that, or sometimes you can flip them over and do that. But these are very easy to fabricate, and that's the product. I take some of the tubing out of that and just fabricate these little arms right here, and then glue them in. And I've usually got, he just takes a little measuring or just a little playing around, and you can get that tire, you can get that tire tucked up in there a little bit higher, and it gives it that, it got. Oh, Skyler over at Kicking Wing Customs, he calls it stink eye stance. So, but it'll give it a real nice stance once you get it built, and that'll, it just looks better to me than just, some of these kits when you get them, they got that, they just really just setting like a stock ride height. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it don't. But that's how I try to get a lot of my builds down. In the weeds, and try to get them looking pretty good. So anyhow, but I thought I'd share that little tip with y'all, but give you a little update on the 70.5 Camaro. There, I got the body. Body's all been painted up and ready to. Actually, I'm gonna try to probably wet sand it and get the decals. I found me some deck stripes to go right here. And I got to get the hole cut for the blower, so I got some engine work I'm gonna have to start getting done here pretty soon. That way I can get the engine set down in that frame and figure out where that hole is going to be located for the big blower and the carbs that's going to come up through there. But that's about all I got done. Appreciate all the comments and the likes on the 2-part mold series. I'm gonna be doing some more as far as tutorials. This is kind of a tutorial, but kind of an update also. But I will be sometime probably in the like I say, in the coming future. I'm gonna be doing telling everybody how I back half this, and this is the back half right here off of the 67 Chevelle Pro Street kit. And when you flip it over and you can't even tell. It really looks like it was made. That was part of the kit itself. So once I get it all painted up, you won't even tell any difference. So, well, anyhow, hope everybody has a great Saturday afternoon. Get you a lot of bench time. Waiting on Vic to get home. We're gonna go out here to eat just in a little while, and I'll get back out here on the bench. Y'all take care. Remember, folks, if you can dream it, God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.